Yeah. Gamers rise up. How are we all doing today? Ignore that dog bark. Ignore the child crying. Oh, shut up. Right. Sorry. I'm trying to figure out what? I'm trying to figure out what it's on. It's on the iPlayer, isn't it? I say that because it's not on ITVX. There we go. Spain and Belgium. Belgium did a football miracle. Did everybody a favour. And it's Danny Murphy. Love that man. I know not many people do, but I do. And then tomorrow I've got the England, well, the Norway England game. If you want to be appropriate about the thing, in my opinion, it should just be in alphabetical order, unless of course you're the home nation and you're playing at home. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, fuck off. He puts a stain on Newcastle fans because he's a referee. Him and who's that Donny? Who's the Donny? Oh, Jared Gillett as well. Ridiculous. Who's that Donny? The one that's on TV a lot. The one that's on Gladiators. He's on the back of my head. He tries to be the next media pundit. For Spain, Simon Cucurella, Laporte, Cabarrasi, Pablo Ruiz, Rodri, Baena, Olmo, Yamal, and Oyarzabal. Me and my mates were saying today that Lamine Yamal is overrated. Like, he's not had a good World Cup, has he? People keep saying, oh, he has, but he hasn't really. He's a winger. How many goals and assists does he have? And then stat that against the good teams and the bad teams. Stat that against how he got none against Cabo Verde or Portugal. Courtois, De Kuyper, Makelele, and Goy Castagna, Vanaken, Raskin, Trossard, De Bruyne, Doku, and De Catalera for Belgium. Belgium did the entire football world a great big thank you. Half time, I'll get nice dolly as usual. Makelele is on a yellow card. I feel awake. I feel good. I'm feeling good. But I guess because I've just been bored for the most part. Like, I've had nothing really to do since I got most part. Like, I've had nothing really to do since I got in. I thought that was the Halo theme there. Oh, I've had nothing to do. I've just been chilling for the most part. Um, so yeah, at least this has given us something to do. Watch it finish after 2 hours, and I've got nothing to do for longer, but that's fine. Oh. I don't entirely know what the crack is. I think there might have been deaths. Well, I'm assuming, well, obviously, having a minute's silence, but I don't know if it was a natural disaster or a murder or a freak of nature or whatever. Um, but yeah, we're not watching the game on Sunday, I'm afraid. I do apologise for that. But yeah, Belgium have kicked off. So when I put me diet cola, that's what it's called. It's the Asda Original in the fridge. I've not drank it since I want to say Wednesday. Who is it? A corner? No. Um, So a tiny bit of liquid obviously would have like escaped from the lid, and it just became a bit of a mini ice cube when I took it out a few minutes ago. I was like, that's cool. I'll tell you what I'm gonna be getting back into, and it's been a long time coming, trust us. Star Wars. I've not watched Star Wars in years, but I love Star Wars. But it's something that I love that I never really seem to talk about or think about much. It's weird. I remember I was in college, and obviously unemployed, you're playing all of these PlayStation 4 games like Super Star Wars, because everybody does. Star Wars Episode 1, Pod Racer, uh, Star Wars The Force Unleashed as well, Boba Fett. They had a PS2 game that is actually decent. Anyways, I love Star Wars, but it's something that I don't really talk about much. I don't know why, despite the general consensus at work and in my personal life, probably willing to talk more about Star Wars than either Marvel or DC. But I love Star Wars. I love the prequels. Can I just, you know, Episode 2, I'm a big fan of. The Episode 3 movie, is iconic. Oh, Spain. But the DS game that I had, there's not many DS ports of a home console game that are good. And I mean actually good. But I never played the PS2 Revenge of the Sith, even though I wanted to. I think I played a tiny bit on my cousin's PS2. But that, literally that, Episode 3 on the DS was goated. Lethal Alliance on the DS was goated. Lego Star Wars, man. I love Star Wars. I love refrigerators. I love Star Wars. I do. I really, really do. And I'm looking forward to getting back into it, but I don't. I hate the sequels. The Force Awakens is fine. The Rise of Skywalker is like so bad, it's sort of watchable, and then Episode 8. I don't struggle with many movies, but that is on par with the Christina Hodson written shut in movie with the guy from the New Mutants, and I think he's in Stranger Things, the guy who plays the financial boss in Saw 6. Yeah, Spain. So those two movies I think I watched within a year or something. I couldn't stand. I really couldn't stand. But I love Star Wars. Like honestly, I do. I love Star Wars and I love the prequels. So I can't wait to get back into the Star Wars buzz, but I'm not entirely sure when it's gonna happen. Because now I've got the settee I can game. I just need to get an arpeggio, but that sounds like a musical conjunction thing. But I will be playing games eventually. But I'm trying to get ones in one group first. So like all of the PlayStation 2 Marvel movie games, play them, have a bit of a break from gaming, then play the 360 games, stuff like that, just to break up the monotony, just so it's not all gaming. Because I do have a bad habit of only gaming when I love movies, I love reading. TV shows, in a way, if I treat it, I guess, as one disc, it's fine. But the notion of sitting down, knowing that I've got 1,000 more episodes to watch after the first two, it's not a nice feeling. And another issue, I'm not a big fan. Ooh, Belgium on the attack, Doku. Count Doku should have been his kid's first name, Count. Anyways, another reason I don't entirely love TV shows. With a movie, if the first one's awful and they make a second, you've got faith that they've looked at the negatives and changed everything. With a TV show, if one episode, two episodes, three episodes are bad for one season, the rest of them are because they would have all have been evaluated the same. On the flip side, if the first two are really good, then you know that the rest are as well. So it's a bit hit or miss, but I've got a lot of the MCU to catch up on as well. I've not bothered with it, to be honest with you. Thunderbolts I've not watched. Fantastic Four First Steps I've not watched. Wonder Man I've not watched. Eyes of Wakanda I've not watched. There's a theme here. The last Marvel movie I saw in cinemas was Deadpool and Wolverine. The last Marvel TV show on release that I watched may have been She-Hulk. And that's not to say that I dislike She-Hulk, but I think that was the last TV show I watched. There's just a lot to get through. And as cool as it is to be like, I love Marvel. I love the non-MCU things better because there's variety, there's genre storytelling, there's layers to it. With the MCU, it's like churning out the same movie but put different names and appearances to the characters. I remember the Marvels. That movie was not good. The first 15-20 minutes was when they were exchanging powers. It reminded me of Rise of the Silver Surfer. What I couldn't stand is so that villain, I think the actress's name might have been Zoe something or whatever, Ashton maybe. She was being hyped up in the movie, and it's like she had nothing to do. So it's this. I don't believe Nia DaCosta made that movie 100%. I'm sure she directed all of the scenes, but I don't think all of her directed scenes were in the movie. Because how do you go from acclaimed indie films and after that, 28 years later, which I'll admit, controversially, not the biggest fan of the new one, to me it focused too much on humans instead of the infected. Simone catches. However, saying that, you look at it and you go, okay, her only bomb is a Marvel movie because they've got to follow the same formula. Chloe Zhao, I love the Eternals film, okay? I love it. And I'll die on that hill. And it's not because Angelina Jolie is in it. I promise you. It reminds me of a Zack Snyder homaged movie. And that's what the homage was. She even said was using Man of Steel's flight mechanics. And when the MCU and Disney are promoting and showing adoration to your movie more than your own companies, WB and DC, then there's an issue. But, excuse me, my issue is the Marvel formula works until it doesn't. And then when it doesn't, it really doesn't work. It's okay to have different genres. It's a movie. It shouldn't be an advert. I can't fathom how a Marvel movie is still lauded despite it being the exact same thing as the original. That's a free kick. Is that even a yellow card? I would say, yeah. But I look forward to gaming again. No, I don't think it's a yellow card to be fair. Like, thing is a bit soft. It's a free kick, but I don't think there's much in it to be a yellow card. Good call from the referee. We should do that. We should get like a bingo sheet and then go, not a bingo sheet, like a tally sheet on either side and be like, yes, that's a good one. A good decision, no. Because that's what they do in the non-league. You see them. I see them at First Cloud Arena. They've got like the papers for the iPads, depending on the weather. And they're writing stuff down that the referee does. Space 11 in Belgium's box shot. Blocked. Header by Cucurella. Belgium sort of clear it. I'll tell you what I've been listening to recently. I can't stop but the hell I love you. It's by the Veronicas. It's a good song actually. I do like it. If my camera isn't working, well, it is. OBS, right, is such a faff. I'm gonna have a bit of a rant before I start talking about Star Wars again. So you can see me, hopefully. If not, I apologize. But, but, OBS, yeah, is a system. If you have that installed, you cannot YouTube live stream even if the app is closed because your camera, quote unquote, is in use by another app. What a load of bollocks. Oh, that's a very good tackle. What a load of bollocks. If I have OBS installed on my laptop from Steam, but not open, I cannot live stream on YouTube. I cannot do that because guess what? I'm not allowed to. So you can see me, and if you can't, OBS is tracking us down, but you can. But OBS, yeah, for all of its, greatness, a free service that's good. We'll love that. We'll love to see it. However they make their money, I do not know. But how can you not use? It's the same camera. Oh, hang on, shot. You are allowed to have more than one camera taken up. Oh, it was off. Nah, too close. Too close to comfort. No, 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 no. Don't get that twisted. It's too close. It's got no time to react. Anyways, OBS is a shambles sometimes. You are not allowed to have more than one camera app on your laptop. Oh wait, you can, because you've got the camera and then you've got YouTube, but OBS won't allow you to do a YouTube live stream because you've got to do it through OBS. I think that's a bit sly, don't you? I wonder how OBS make their money though. That's what intrigues me because the best free service out there for recording, but it's free. I can't see any financial add-ons or incentives to pay. So however they make their money, I do not know. And before we talk about Star Wars, you ever watched a YouTuber called Gideon before? Now I like him because he takes down the nonsense, but he got arrested for harassment towards a nonce. Now, to me, the entire situation is fucked up. There's another guy called Skeeter Jean, I think, who also takes down nonsense, and sometimes him and Gideon work together. Skeeter Jean, if that is his name, his uncle was caught in a sting, and he thought that the best way to go about this, instead of treating it like a personal, private, family matter, was to record it so he could get money off of it. Which is absolutely disgusting. I know that you make money from catching the nonsense, fair enough. But when your own uncle is in this situation, and your first thought or your second thought is to say, I'm going to monetize it. How pathetic is that? And apparently Gideon kept harassing him. And I don't disagree with these vigilante pred groups, because you know for a fact that some of the coppers are nonsense themselves. Obviously, they're going to want to protect their own and let them off on the slide. Good block, interception rather. But no, I like Gideon, I do. And obviously, one stupid harassment claim isn't going to make me dislike him because he's done a lot of good. But someone put in the comments that Franksters never change. He just found a demographic that nobody is ever going to complain about being harassed. But I also always have the time of day for him. Like, he does the research, he does the chat logs. Like, I've always got time for Gideon. It's just a shame we went on a bit of a tangent. From what I've heard, not that I've watched the body cam video, I think it's on YouTube by Blue blue camera, something or whatever, like a police thing anyways. So he was like, "Do you know who I am? I'm a multi-millionaire." And I was like, "Mate, you don't say that to the coppers. Do you know how many times people have probably tried to use that, thinking their money is going to get them out of it? If I was a copper, but I wouldn't be because I'm not a pig, I'm not corrupt. I don't bask in the glory of people getting hurt because I've let the attackers off because they're my mates, which is kind of what happens. Do you really think coppers are going to arrest people that do bad stuff that are one of their own? They make, ooh, and look, is that a corner? No. Coppers make friends with the inmates, like the really bad ones, so they don't hurt the families when they get out or whatever. It's pathetic. Copper should be the one that the mafias respect in a sense and loathe. And yet, coppers like pally around with the mafia. The coppers should have more authority than the mafia in prisons, but the fact that the mafia still do. And I appreciate the mafia is influential. They've got people everywhere. But the coppers have always been dodgy. I believe the first ever sheriff was literally a man who used to rob stuff, so they hired him as a sheriff to know how to rob stuff, and he ended up robbing them anyways. It's like, I don't know. I feel like prison, it's not nice to watch other people in prison because I would imagine prison being a very disgusting place to go, but it isn't. Why is Danny Murphy sucking off whatever his name is, the Newcastle fan? Anyways, what I don't understand here is prisons have these monetary systems. I've seen it on ITV, like on a 9 p.m. documentary show, so you know it shows a bit more dodgy stuff than the daytime. Anyways, coppers give a currency system to the inmates. So if the inmates do something good, like clean up or do something in the yard, they get a currency system and they can save up for stuff. Now, I don't disagree with that to the ones who are going to get out there and the ones who have done something wrong, but there's hope that they can turn their life around. I'm on about like death row inmates are probably given that leverage as well. And then it's the whole last meal thing. But what I would love, right, a bit unrelated to this, and I'll never be on death row because I'm too good for that. But I would love to know what it feels like. I've tried to watch videos, but there's not many out there where this inmate is being interviewed, knowing that they are not going to be alive at the end of the day. Like to me, that's fascinating. I've said to my mates at work, yeah, what I've said to them is I would love to be on Earth when the sun is going to explode. So you know what the final week is going to be like. I would love to see it. Obviously, I think society would have massively evolved after that, but the sun exploding is going to wipe out everything. So no matter what the humans do, what we do, is it's going to be a pain because you can try to survive it, which they will do. Right now, we've got what, maybe 1 billion years left, but as soon as it gets past that point, as soon as it gets past that point of no return, the humans are going to try in the future, or whatever they are, to build a new planet. But it's not going to work because how do you avoid the sun? You can't. You can't even avoid the sun when you're out. It's that massive and it's everywhere. So the entire world is going to evaporate, and not just the world, but the galaxies, the cosmos. The sun is going to wipe out a lot of shit. Yeah. Oh, shot deflected. No, I think that took a deflection. Michael Oliver. Have a look. No. I would just love to know what it feels like to know that this is the end, which I know is a very morbid thing to say, but I would just love to see what happens. There's a movie with Nicolas Cage in, and there's a religious Donny on the plane that prays, because he believes this is God's Armageddon or something. I've not seen the movie much, like all of it, sorry. I think it's called The Missing, maybe, or something. Anyways, I would just love to know what it feels like. I know what's gonna happen now. Hydration break after this. As soon as the ball goes out, watch it, hydration break shit, and even the players are probably aware. It's pathetic. If I don't need a hydration break in this weather, they're not gonna need one in their weather. Cross. Ooh, 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 ooh. Spain are all passing and no attacking. It's crazy. Don't let the ball go out. But yeah, it's not been about 22 minutes actually. Have a drink. But listen, I would love to just know what it feels like to be on Earth when the sun is finally gonna implode, killing everybody, evaporating everything. I would love to know what it feels like. Because to me, that's like, how do you avoid that? People are afraid of death, even though it's going to happen. And the older that you get, you either don't get bothered, but maybe a bit scared. For me, I know I could die any millisecond. I could die right now. I could jump out my window and kill myself, but I'm not going to. But I could. Death, like, I feel like, what's his name? Alex Browning from Final Destination 1. Death is everywhere, but it's only after a certain thing. What the fuck's on me, door? It's only after a certain thing that you kind of realize there's something on my door. There it is. Something on my door. Oh, it's just my it's me screw. It needs my screw head, so it needs to be screwed in a bit more. But no, it's just like the feeling would be so surreal, and even to just be on death row, knowing that it's currently 7 a.m. and you're gonna be injected with poison at 2 p.m. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. That's 7 hours left. How do you do that? You could be 34 years old. You could then be thinking about where your life went wrong. Could you do something about it? But you can't because you're in prison. You're going to be given your last meal or have already had that the night before. It must feel so surreal. And that's why allegedly, well, one of my mates had said that's why a lot of them turn to religion. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but there is a massive correlation, isn't there? There he is. But I just think it's absolutely insane. Honestly, like the notion of knowing when your time is up. Remember that movie that came out that I've got no idea what it's called because I never watched it, but a new app said this is when you're gonna die, and then people start dying as soon as the countdown reaches zero. Oh, I think that's what it's called, countdown, maybe. Yes. That, like, I wouldn't want to be a psychologist, or I would just love, like, to time travel. I mean, I think everybody would, but I would just love to see what all of society was like back then in the future. And this is my thing, right? So if time travel does exist, it exists now. If time travel is to exist in the future, it exists now in a point of time. However, they can't exactly say, I'm a time traveler, here's my device, because I'm sure there's laws to follow. You can't fuck up the space-time continuum if you go back to the past. Because if you do, your future's fucked. Our world still goes on, but differently without our knowledge, because we believe it was always meant to happen like this. But their timeline is fucked. Or, like the CW Flash series, it branches off into a new timeline. But all of that gets a bit confusing. Oh, yeah, Spain getting pressed. Doku gets the ball back. Spain win the ball. I just think it's crazy. But that's life in the slammer, as I usually say. But I would love to time travel, but then that poses the question. If time travel does exist, who is allowed to time travel? Because they're not just going to let a random Donny come in. Because there'll be a booster gold situation where their technology is vastly superior, or to us it's superior, to them it's normal everyday use. Now he's going to make himself look like the superhero that he wants to be. And then it's like if you time travel and you go back to the past, diseases that exist in the future because of technology, because of the airwaves, and you bring that back here. We have no vaccine and you fucked up the entire human race in this timeline. So if time travel does exist, which I do believe it will be a possibility in the future, however that works, I've got no idea. Who gets trusted to time travel and why? Are you monitored by everybody and they pull the plug as soon as you start to do something that you're not meant to do? Because if I was a time traveler, I would imagine just blend in, don't act abnormal, wear appropriate clothing for the decade or the time or the era, and just go from there. But it's just so. Time travel probably never will exist. But out of all of the sci-fi possibilities that have been opened up to us via media, or mediums rather, everybody likes to believe that time travel does have some plausibility to it. Yeah, Spain shot. Oh, wonderful save. Couture on the follow-up. We can't get to it. It's 1-0 Spain. 1-0 Spain. Where's the ball? Is it? Fabian Ruiz. 1-0. 1-0 Spain. I've got my New York City FC jersey on. Yes, I do. I can't. So, excuse me. I can't see Belgium scoring. However, they put past America is irrelevant. But that was justice. Justice, jam on toast. That was what America deserved. Yeah, Spain have not conceded a single goal this entire tournament, I don't think. Oh shit, his nose is bleeding. His nose is bleeding. Is it Trossard? No, Castagna. I'm just a very weird individual. I'm aware of that. But has he got a yellow on his mustache? He's got yellow on his mustache. Look at Courtois, like on his facial hair, like he's got a beard, but where the mustache area is, yeah, he's got yellow hair. Sorry, not yellow hair, like a yellow paint. I mean, Belgium are red and yellow. What's this trend? Emi Martinez has his shirt number in blue printed on his head. Oh, Penelope Cruz is back. Noel Gallagher. But it's so crazy how society works. I would love to know how we came to be. I feel like I'm getting into a religious tangent. I'm not religious. I don't believe in it. Never have, never will. Because to me, if there was a God, why would he be letting all of these atrocities happen? He's given us free will. Why not take it back? Belgium header away. To me, there's no such thing. When you die, you're asleep. But it's nice to imagine that people you do not like get sent to hell who do very bad things to be punished for all of eternity. But yes, Lamine Yamal, free kick. So, yeah, I just don't believe in spirituality or mind readers or anything like that. To me, if you are a mind reader, no, you're not, and you're getting in touch with the psychic, that's all a crock of shit. Because all it takes is a Facebook post. They're all on social media. Do enough digging, be very good at your job, dig enough, and there you are. And if I get proven wrong, fine, fair enough, but it's on my terms, so I know that nothing is getting done. Why am I not allowed to book an appointment and then just have one then and there? Because they've got to search us on Facebook, because they've got to search us on Instagram, they've got to do this and do that. They take my name. I'll give them a fake name. I'll give them a fake name. I'll give them a burner phone number, and I'll see if they can actually contact the dead or contact any feelings. Yes, Lamine Yamal, free kick, pushed away by Courtois, Spain, keep it alive for now. So, what can you do? Ooh, I might start getting these Asda bottles now. It's like diet cola. It's the fake shit, but it's the good shit. You know what I mean? Vive is the fake shit, but it's the good shit. Whoa. He was getting onto that ball as well. That's not made that noise in a while. He's getting no defensive on the fight. I'm just gonna turn down my right. Oh shit, my brightness is on 100. Of course, it's gonna be fucking crazy. Sorry, I forgot my brightness. I put it on 100 for some reason. Of course, it's going fucking mental. Oh, wonderful, 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 wonderful. Shot? No. My brightness is on fucking 100. That's crazy. Yeah, that's counted. I'll cool down eventually. Apologies if we can't hear him. But no, I just don't get what's happening. So, who's he? Oh, it's Brad Pitt. Fuck you. Angelina Jolie. Dinkaruta Jolie. Chum, yeah, fuck off. Anyways, no, I like Brad Pitt as an actor. Sort of. Not really. I'm not a fan of his work. But Bullet Train's a very good movie. Babylon is a very good movie. So that's two very good movies I've seen him in. But obviously Angelina Jolie, All I Live Long, the Sorry Not Sorry. Anyways, my perception of this, of whatever I was talking about before, because I just ramble, like it doesn't make sense. I just ramble, that's it. Society, religion, spirituality, all of it. I just wish there was a way to see the past. Not through a video lens, not through VR, but just through the POV. Belgium are doing well defensively. But where's all the Belgian buddies at? But it's crazy. Yeah. But yeah. Well, talking about this being quiet, this live chat's been a bit quiet. I would have punched him, me, not you. If I were you, I'd have punched him. Drop, said nothing. I really want to play Star Wars now. Just any prequel game. I love the prequel series. Mate, the lore, like literally, my love for Star Wars stems primarily through the Lego games, but I grew up on the prequels more so than the original trilogy. I just, I love Star Wars, and it's crazy because I went through massive phases when I was unemployed of Star Wars, and I loved it. I've not watched or affiliated myself with any Star Wars thing. Crossed in, head up. That's 1-1. How is it 1-1? How is it 1-1? It's him as well. I told him. I told him if I was him, I'd be punching that Spanish geezer. Please be on side. Triple Jump made like a Star Wars worst to best video game tier list. I may have to rewatch that. I think I will rewatch that. Something for like 90 minutes. After this match, I think I'm just gonna watch that. I love Star Wars, and I can't really get back into it, but I'll probably leave it until the next movie comes out. 'Cause I didn't have time to watch everything by May. As like my housing situation being very on the day that's when I moved in type of shit. The good shit again, like five, like diet cola. Oh my, baby, let me love you more. So many ways to love you. Got me like, oh my god, so many. But I'm genuinely looking forward to watching Star Wars prequel films again. I was getting a bit concerned about how I was rating movies. Then I kind of just realized you can rewatch something and have a different opinion about it. It's like, I say it, look hard. It's like people hated the Phantom Menace for Jar Jar, but I bet you if you go back, Pau, Kubasi, yellow card, Spain number 22. I bet if you go back after giving it a 1 star for Jar Jar, you'd be like, that's all an act because he's actually Sith undercover, but he's got to pretend he's thick as shit. There we go. The movie is better because you look at Jar Jar and go, he's just putting on an act. He's deliberately being annoying so nobody suspected he was going to be doing this. Yeah. But Jar Jar thinks are so fucking bitchy. Sorry. Do 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 do. Yeah, remember the Abiebo turned for kids? Crazy. I was on there when I was under 18. I've reinstalled it because it looks like it's still 18 plus active, which is good. But that was literally awful shot. Tinder for kids because the same layout I found was on Tinder. When I was of legal age, I went on Tinder, and then I was like, wow, this is like the Yubo layout. And then I realized, shit, Yubo is the Tinder layout. I don't think Belgium are going to score, you know. Fair fucks. If they go on to win this, man, that's be like the weirdest tournament. I'm not even really playing good football. But again, it's what I always say. Obviously, you want exciting football, but at the end of the day, whoever scores the most goals wins the game of football. But apparently, he's a very good manager. The Belgium one, he's had a few underdog success stories. Maybe not winning anything, but like giving a team belief that really shouldn't have had any belief to begin with. I just saw a quick Reddit comment when I was scrolling through r/soccer and that word. Yes, Almo, Belgium, deal with it, corner. Another Spain corner. Spain shot. Belgium deflection. No. We'll talk more Star Wars when I get my ass done. Because I want to relive my Star Wars memories. Lost it. What happened there? Yeah, nothing. Ooh. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Oh, didn't see me there, did you? I went missing. Can I see it on the replay? No, no. But I was covering the light, not the fucking sensor. Sorry. What's happening? I was trying to look at the replay. Whoa. Crazy. Brrr. 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 I think Belgium should be proud of themselves. Spain haven't conceded a single goal all tournament. Doku, winner penna, son, winner penna. Crossed, over. So you got a tissue in his nose, I hope so. Yeah. Belgium, go on, you not got much time. I'll be back. Nothing else. Hello everyone, I'm back. How are you all doing? Who's this? Caesar, Aspicaletta, Micah Richards, Wayne Rooney, and Kelly Kate. You like Star Wars? I love it, me. Right, if I can get my ice lolly open. That sounds so childish to call it an ice lolly. What do you call it though? Ice stick or something. That just sounds American. She does look different. I think she had some work done. I noticed that on Match of the Day. Cheekbone stuff. But I love Star Wars. The prequel era is what I grew up on. Lego Star Wars 2, Star Wars Lethal Alliance, Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith, the video game. What a mouthful that is to say. Oh, cool, cool, cool. It's a nice skyline. Getting a bit cloudy to the left, but yeah. Belgium have actually been decent, um, decently shit, but the 1-1, I'm gonna put that on the update actually. Sorry, I don't. 1-1. I like milk chocolate ice lollies. I think this is what this is. How are you, viewer? I missed you in the first half. It was just me. I wonder what Belgium do in the second half. You've managed to score against Spain, who haven't conceded a single goal this tournament. You don't want to be sitting back because they passed the ball very well. Bring on Lukaku, 60th minute. Hmm, I like that. I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it. Like it, a world, world, rocking all over the world. Go and tell your mama what you're gonna do. I'd only be drinking all of this. Hiccups. Excuse me. I don't want to be drinking all of me pop yet. Me soda. I got a New York City FC jersey on. It's cooling down, thankfully. It's good. Because it was proper sweltering back home before. I'm glad Belgium schools stood. It would have been a travesty, even if it was offside, for it to be called offside. A few minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Yeah, I never watched that because I was asleep due to waiting for a delivery. Have I ever criticised having a German as an England manager? I heard Declan Rice is a bit ill. Just pass on the bug to the Norwegians. Kiss Haaland. Have him be ill, then that's fine. They've got no goal threat then. What's her name again? I know her from the women's football show, but they keep changing presenters. It's ridiculous. There's no storyline. Anything but calling Lewis Hall. Listen, if Tommy Tuchel's shit plan works to pick the best players in every position that work as a team, not form for the current season just gone, fair dues, if it works. She's got like her fucking pajamas on. That doesn't look like a red card. Brazil was shit. Brazil have never really played convincing football when I've watched them. Japan and Norway. 8:30 build up for a match at 10. Oh, okay, it's on the i. No, it's not. It's on the iPlayer. This just said it's on sound. Sorry. ITV advertisement. How can people enjoy watching golf? Playing it, I love it, but watching it, what? Oh, the young offenders. We're not watching that. This is deja vu. Here we go. He looks familiar, but we're not watching that. Man like Moby, nope. Kickoff should be here now. All 10 films on the iPlayer. All 10 films. What 10 films? Oh, from the 19th of July. I'm not gonna have time. Actually, no, I could do that. The 19th of July. Wait for them to rock up. I don't have many Marvel movies left to watch, but Brand New Day. I say that I've not watched any MCU films yet. So, just Spider-Man film. Just watch the stuff you grew up on, and you're safe. Spider-Man's probably gonna die at the end. Spoilers, maybe. Apparently, Brand New Day's ending is very divisive. So either he dies. I wouldn't mind if Zendaya in the movie dies, and then it sets up that leads us to Hobgoblin because he's got no emotional connection to Peter Parker in this timeline. But Peter Parker does to him. It'd be interesting. I'd like to say that. We're going to be counted down again, like sad twats. Imagine this at the non-league. 10, 9, 8. No thanks, no thanks. Oh, fuck off with the TV license bollocks. I'll pay for it and they still harass us. Crazy. Oh, they're counting it down again. If I was the ref, I would just blow. Go on second five. Look at how empty it is. Yeah. But I said I would talk more about Star Wars. I love it, but I just want to say those empty seats there. Can you see that? Those empty seats are pathetic. Oh, shut up, man. Who can't control the fucking dance? Ruff, 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 ruff. What a joke. Honestly, sorry. Who's got these fucking dogs? Ruff, ruff. Shut up. Ruff. Oh, yes, Ben. What's happening? That's a free kick. Anyways, I grew up on Star Wars. I grew up on the DS games, so Revenge of the Sith, Lego Star Wars 2, Lethal Alliance. I'm sure there were some others as well. But Lego Star Wars 2 on the DS I love, but everybody else shits on because, oh, it's not the home console version. Fuck off. Lego Star Wars 2 on the DS is good. I love it because I grew up on it. So I'm biased, obviously. But I grew up on a few episodes of the Clone Wars, or at least the movie, was on TV for some reason. CITV, I think it was, because they ended up getting the Cartoon Network programs eventually, such as Ben 10, Young Justice. Was the original Teen Titans on CITV? I say BBC. Anyways, good. Yeah. Um, I used to have Clone Wars Cartoon Network show Jigsaw. What a save, Courtois. Just offside. Ahsoka Tano was my favorite Star Wars character growing up. And then obviously you find the love for Jar Jar Binks as time goes on. But the prequels were always on TV. Out of all of the Star Wars films, it was always them that was there. I used to have a Star Wars Lego book or something at school, or like a Lego book, but it had Star Wars sections. I loved Star Wars. And it seems to be one of those things where I forget that I grew up on it as well. I think because I never owned any of the DVDs and I just played the DS games, I kind of forget that I had them as a childhood um, favorite for a franchise. Awful pass, whatever that was. Doku wasn't looking, the other player wasn't looking. So, like, I just love Star Wars and I want to get into it again. Um, Obviously, I'm aware Marvel published their comics now, but I am looking forward to playing the Lego Star Wars games again because I remember loving Lego Star Wars 1 when I played at my cousin's or whatever. I played a tiny bit of Revenge of the Sith on the PlayStation 2, but I remember that game being good. I can't, I'm excited to get back into Star Wars. My entire month, like since the World Cup kicked off, has primarily been filled with Marvel movies and the World Cup. And the Marvel movies are cool, but I've watched them a billion times, but I'm watching them once more just to get rid of them. So I know that they've been watched, they can go away to charity or whatever. But Star Wars, I've not seen Solo, but I've heard that's bad. But I did like Rogue One, apart from the ending CG cutscenes. It's better than AI. But obviously the Darth Vader introduction at the end of Rogue One, everybody loves that. But I'm looking forward to playing games on the channel, which I know I sound like a broken record, but I am. Because all I need now is a Galapego or something it's called, or Arpeggio or whatever, and I should be good to go. I don't want to emulate because I hate the idea of emulating. To me, you can't enjoy a game if you don't know if it's going to corrupt itself or not. Ooh, Spain, Kukurea, but I don't know what game to play first. And then how do you get a DS game to be broadcast without emulating on shot, reflected? whatever. I've got one of the names in the back of my head, but I'm not gonna say what. But there's a few DSM relations, DS and 3DS, but crossed in. Over. Spain on the attack. Slowly build and play up. Split the defence. Or the offence, rather. I hate that offence. Attack. Unlucky. Why am I saying that for? I want Belgium to win. I don't care for either team, but Belgium would be a bigger success story. Um, I've never watched Star Trek. I've never had any affiliation with Star Trek, apart from that's another one with a star in its name that's famous. Stargate as well, never seen that. Battlestar Galactica, never watched that. But Star Trek is on my watch list, and I'm looking forward to watching it. But again, there's so many episodes. Like, I'm not a big fan of TV shows. I'll watch them, but it's just the notion of the episodes and the run times. But eventually, I've got to watch TV shows, though. That I don't want to, but I've got to because there's prequel TV shows. I suppose, like, if I know that I like the character, it's cool. Belgium, side netting. What? Belgium substitute? Sorry, Spain substitutions. What am I saying? Sorry, excuse me. One or two Spain changes, two, I think. Baena and Ruiz off, and on Torres and Pedri. Spain have three changes left if they want to make them. So I just saw beta lead judges in the Spanish crowd there. Excuse me. Excuse me. Boston, but I do want to get into Star Trek. I just wouldn't know where to begin because there's so much. The way to get past TV shows. Boom! Who are these? I just treat TV shows one disc as a movie, and it'll make us feel, hopefully, more relaxed. Because if I have to think about watching every single episode of The Simpsons by summer next year, I'm going to cry. But if I think of it as one disc a movie, and then take a bit of a break after 4 movies, that's fine. I can do that. Ooh, good. Punch by Courtois. It's like, I want to watch anime. I've not really watched it, but I want to. The last TV show I believe I watched, I might have told a lie about She-Hulk. I think it was The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten, Season 1 in 2023. No, it came out 2022, actually. Sorry. It came out 2022. So that would have been the last TV show I watched. But yes, Belgium. Whoa, that's a free kick. That's a free kick. Belgium, 3 changes. For the Mo. Whoa. Spain on the attack. Ooh, what's happening? I thought it was an international break, hydration break, sorry. There he is, the mascot. 3 changes Belgium are making. Trossard, Van and De Kuyper off. On Witsel, Lukaku and CS, they've got 2 changes left if they want to make them. Ooh, what's that notification? Ubo app was installed. Well, I know that because I installed it this morning when I was having a shit at work. But Spain with the passing. It's just the attack of Spain, like the pass, but they can't. Good punch by Courtois. I was going to say they can't score or shoot. Hey, Spain. Wonderful pass from Doku. Cross, Spain. Oh, Bruyne straight into the arms. Oh, what's this? A Reddit notification. Supergirl has fallen out of the $1 million club already. I'm getting sick of these. I go on r/DC Cinematic to look at the DC film and television news. And all that seems to be popular is Supergirl a bomb? Should James Gunn have made Supergirl himself? Who is Supergirl? Does she exist? And it's pathetic. Shot, couture, saved, corner. Most of the posts are just saying Supergirl has bombed. What is the future? Well, the future is still what James Gunn wants to do, whether we agree or disagree with it. I don't agree with it. And I've went on many tangents explaining why I don't agree with it. Because there's no thorough line. There's no want of Batman or Wonder Woman to be in it. There's no want of the Justice League to be formed. It's slow integration's fine, but Mr. Terrific is getting an animated series out of Wonder Woman who's never even had an animated series. That's issues right there. Not that I'm saying she should have one, but the only one of the DC Trinity not to, and she's the only woman. Wonder Woman was always popular. Why do you think she got a 3-season 70s TV show that people loved with Linda Carter portraying her? Fuck off. But James Gunn for now is yet to stay. Whether or not DC continue to back him, we don't know. But I think they should. Because in order to fail, you have to not know what you're doing. And then in order to succeed, you need to have learned from your failures. You know what I mean? So it is a double-edged sword. It's just the fact that they hired a director who chose not to read the graphic novel he was adapting. Imagine, I was going to say imagine, but I think they already did it. Adapting Star Wars, because we were talking about Star Wars before, without actually delving into the source material. But then the acolytes exist, and that was heavily criticized. Another reason I love Star Wars is you could fit any genre in there, and none of it would be out of place. You could make a rom-com with Star Wars, in other words. You could then have another corner be horror dominated, and it would work. No genre would feel out of place in Star Wars. And that's the beauty of having an ever growing, ever loving franchise. Obviously, the Legends pieces are kind of non canon until they are canon, which is fine. But it obviously depends on the future. But I like how George Lucas has trillions of pounds, and yet just wears what your dad would wear in the 80s. You know what I mean? His clothes don't look that expensive, but there's better stuff to spend money on, like another flannel shirt, get a Mace Windu purple themed one. Apparently, Doku fell over. Oh, you can't be having this. Have the hydration break now, then. But instead, we're going to play 5 seconds. Oop, how was that? I got to it. So hard. A little bug that had found its way in. Arts hydration break now. I knew it. Oh, you got to show the player injured. I need a fan. That's what I need. I've got you. You're my fan, but I need a windy fan. Who's she? Why is she there? Are they all taking hydration break together? Surely not. No, there's two. There's two groups. So why is there a random woman there? And it's not that she's a woman. She's sort of she's been given a job, and that job is to carry the number board. All right. Well, I think somebody thought I was going off on a sexist. And I'm not. I'm literally asking. She has a job where she takes the scoreboard away from the fourth officials, and now was standing within the huddle. Whose side is she on? I don't know. I swear there's two of her as well. Crazy. No. It's fine if you are a woman and you are in the men's game. It is fine if you are a man and you are in the women's game. I don't care what's in your pants. I care what's in your head. If your brain is good enough, good stuff. All I'm saying is, what is she doing there? Why does she just carry on holding the number board for the fourth officials? Like, what is her responsibility? You never see that in England, so it must be an American thing. But it's always the same woman. I swear there's two of her. There's literally two of her. Same suit, same coloured hair, same hairstyle. Crazy. Free kick to Spain. I think this is going to go to extra time, actually. So I do. I'm going to get back into my Star Wars space slowly but surely. Well, now that I've seen that all 10 Spider-Man films on the iPlayer, I may as well just watch them on there. Excuse me. Nope. Letter over. Over. Offside. All right. Courtois going off. Courtois off. Pandas on, one change left. But the Belgian players, they're covering Courtois, so the cameras can't get to him. Well, I was gonna watch the other 5 Spider-Man movies anyways. But now that I know they're coming out on the iPlayer on the 19th. I might as well just leave them and wait until they're on the iPlayer and then just watch them. It's already said. We've already done that change. Oh, Courtois off, Lemons on. One change left. So they got the name wrong. You got my name wrong. Get out there, you moron. He's gonna chew you up and spit you out, little man. Hope you brought your mommy with you. Spain cross, corner. Goal kick. Did not tell me that Bug has found its way back in? Well, even a bug is just in the window. But no, listen, I'm looking forward to it. Oh, unlucky. Ruined this game. So I'll just wait until the Amazing Spider-Man films and the MCU Spider-Man trilogy are on iPlayer. I should get the rest of the movies watched by the 19th, anyways. Because I'm doing like the old Marvel movie universe watch along thing. Like I'm watching them, sorry. So I've got Ghost Rider, Spider-Man 3, Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer, X-Men Origins Wolverine, X-Men First Class, The Wolverine, X-Men Days of Future Past, Logan, and The New Mutants left to watch. Oh, I feel like I'm forgetting a movie. No, I swear I had 10 films left to watch. Oh, Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance. I've got that to watch after Origins Wolverine. Because that movie exists. No. That's not a full house. There's a bunch of empty seats before. Um, this game's flown by. Belgium clear, well, not clear, but they deal with it. Break it. What the fuck is the Nations League? I don't understand what it is. I'll never watch it. I don't understand what it is. To me, for England, the Euros and the World Cup. Australia, the Asian Cup and the World Cup. That's it. I was shocked. I would have had a shot from there. Is it white? I thought it was light blue. Like see-through blue. Yeah, it is. It's see-through blue. What do you mean a white wall? Donald Trump wants a white wall. Oh, wonderful Belgium. You're taking him off. He's like your most prized player. Oh yeah, it's the ball off Williams on to changes left for Spain if they want to make it. Boston, Nico Williams. So Nico. Who's she? She looks familiar. Boo, we'll just boo her. Former Magpie McElmurray. De Bruyne may have cramp. I'm curious, so there's 10 movies, so Spider-Man 1, 2, 3, the Puzzle movies, which is 5. MCU Spider-Man then 2 Spider-Verse. So because brand new days coming out. Because you'll be done by the 29th if you watch a movie at night. Mostly after the World Cup, there'll be a lot more time for me to be free. Just crazy. I'm gonna miss this World Cup. The hydration breaks, I'm gonna miss them. Yes. Well done, Belgium. Oh, what's they doing? Oh, De Bruyne with the chip. The De Bruyne chip. You ain't gonna survive. Relationship. What's happened to Joe Weller? And I don't want to. I know I call religion a scam and all of that. And I know religious people. I'm sound with them at work. None of my friends are religious. Friends being people I hang out with outside of work. And they are friends that I have at work who I call friends because I hang out with them outside of work or have plans to, which I know will actually happen. But people say, like, when you find God, it's an intense experience. Yellow card, Kevin De Bruyne, number 7, Belgium. He's coming off, is he? Off De Bruyne on Salamanca's. No changes left in normal time for Belgium. There, look, she takes the board off them, but she was at another game as well. What is her job? She's got an expensive suit on. I want to know what she actually does. Is this a thing in America? Look at her. That's not what happens. In the non-league, you've got one Donny, and it's the same Donny that does that. Danny Olmo off Mikel Merino on no changes left for Spain in regulation time. Hate that word, normal time. Don't Americanize it. Don't call it regulation time. It's normal time. Thank you. Shoot. That's crossed in. Headed away by Belgium. Who? Belgium clear the lines. Is he crying? It looks like Michael Oliver, actually. Pass. Belgium deflection. Lukaku chasing the ball down. Got. Oh, oh, oh. Lemans spilled it. Percussion house from the kid. Watch him cry if Belgium make it 2-2. Whoa. He wasn't getting to that. But he plays for Man United, so karma works in mysterious ways. She got a fishnet trouser piece on. Anyways. Countdown. Countdown. Same thing, probably. Mikel Merino scores in successive FIFA World Cup appearances because he had scored in the 90th or 91st minute against Portugal, which was the only goal of the game. Yeah, but then isn't that the point? You're coming on and you're winning us the game. Yeah. So imagine if we keep doing that and you get into the final. And I'm saying weeks, I'm speaking as if I'm the manager. 7 minutes of added on time. Hmm. That's the hair. Look at her, she's got her fucking power red on, but just got the red cowboy hat from Toy Story. She's Jessie. There it is, there's me. Yeah. Oh, yes, Belgium. No! That was Belgium's chance. That was Belgium's chance. Free kick. Former teammate or just a Man City connection? Aymeric Laporte, yellow card, Spain, number 14. Crossed in. Spain could be on the break, yeah? No. Crazy if true. Sorry, big if true. Free kick Spain. Belgium throw in. Yellow card Axel Witsel or Axel Witsel or whatever his last name pronunciation is. Today I feel Belgian. Just cross. Another cross. Simon grabs it. I thought you were putting to a penalty spot there. Gorilla shot caught by Lemons, Lemon, whatever. Just too fit. All Spain need to do is just keep possession. Excuse me, I do apologise. Good thing it's not 4DX, we would have been getting me cut. Oh, shut up. Not them, not you, sorry, them. Spain, Belgium clear. Full time, Spain have won 2-1. I'll be back at 10 p.m. tomorrow night for the England match. Much love, and I'll see you later.